Hey everybody, welcome to my bedroom. My name is Jesse Christian, and I'm holding a very special guitar here that I just got back today. This is about a 1978 BC Rich Eagle Supreme. Supreme meaning it's the same as the standard, but it has ebony fretboard rather than rosewood, these fancy cloud inlays, and binding around the neck and headstock. It makes them even a little more rare. This is the only other one Supreme I've ever seen in person, and I've only seen, I think, just a handful of other original BC Riches in my life. Anyway, I got this guitar in 1992 after working in like a greasy spoon type restaurant dealing with obnoxious rednecks, saving up money to buy one of these. I just so happened to find this one. I mean, it was used and it was old and it was fairly spendy back then, but I always thought these old BC Riches were some of the coolest looking guitars ever frickin' made. The neck through body and just the beautiful woods, like this one's all maple. Love it. But this was my high school sweetheart. And like many people let the love of their life get away, I let this love of my life get away. But I did track it down in an interesting note. It was owned by Oliver Leiber, who was the person I bought it back from, who happened to be Rod Stewart's guitar player in the late 1990s, and he played this guitar on stage at Madison Square Garden with Rod. He even had the pictures in his ads and everything to go with it. But an interesting note about him too is he's also the son of the famous songwriter Jerry Leiber of the Leiber and Stoller songwriting team, and he's in the family band that's now called F Deluxe, and he wrote and produced a bunch of Paula Abdul stuff. So that's kind of cool. I'm kind of at least a big name in the music industry on this one, which is a lot more interesting than the bars and crappy places I've played. Although I've had some good gigs too, but nothing like that. I'd like to thank him for putting this up on the chopping block. Right now it's pretty much original, but the pickups have been changed. Some of the electronics are yanked. The old Veritone is gone, and the preamp is gone. The coil tabs and phase switch are still hooked up, but one of these days I'll probably buy the whole new electronics kit from Neil Moser, the guy who was in head of the old BC Rich shop, makes his own guitars, designed the electronics and everything. He sells the whole thing ready to go, but I just thought I'll play it for you a little bit here. We'll see, I'll just think of something on the spot. It's very hard for me to get used to this guitar when I pull it out of the box. For those of you who speak guitar nerd talk, you'll know what I'm talking about here. But it has like the Gibson Scanalite, 24 and about 3/4. Whereas I've been so used to playing like the Fender type guitars, 25 and a half. You get used to being much more physical on them. This one you gotta play with a little more delicate touch. It does have kind of the cool singy Les Paul type sound, a little different. Some people think of these as like heavy metal guitars because I guess a lot of the hard rocker guys dug the crazy shapes, although this is the most conservative shape of their lineup from back then. I think it's just got a beautiful sound. I mean, you can play stuff that... But it's good, great for rocking out. So I'm sure glad to have it back, and it's a neat guitar, and I'll keep you posted as I get all the electronics back to the original specs and all that, but I'm sure glad to have it home today.